I showed you in part one how I got the coordinates for these two benchmark hunts. I suspect that there's actually a few more around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at see what I can see if there's some more available. Going back to the georeference map here, if I look at the details for the maps, that was the 1911 map. Well, I want to look at some other ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at other maps, other age maps that cover the same point. So National Library for Scotland, Map Finder. I need to get the coordinates for that point. Let's have the coordinates for that one. I want to get some coordinates. I'm going to be looking for the maps that cover that point there. So here we go, about there. We've got lots of different maps. Now, I happen to know that the 1895 map shows another benchmark. So let's just have a look at that. I'm going to click on the 1895 map, and looking at that, if I zoom into that point, which is, let me get my bearings right, nearly there, it's about here. It does show. There's the first one I found, there's the second one I found, there's a third one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work out some coordinates for that. Now, unfortunately, the older maps aren't georeferenced. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to compare that map with that one to work it out. Now, work out the coordinates. It can be a little bit tricky, but it can be done. Let me just show you how I go about doing it. I'm going to take that map and I'm going to put it to the side of it, but leaving the georeferenced map underneath. That way, if I put my cursor over the georeferenced map, it will give me the coordinates down at the bottom here. I'm going to zoom in to find that point again. Where was it? It was somewhere over here. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get these two maps so they're roughly on the same scale. I'm going to look at a distance on this map and a distance on that map and try to make them about the same. So from where the track crosses the stream to the wall junction, I'm going to compare that on both maps. They're about the same. I'd like to try to get them as close as possible. I'm judging with my fingers here. That's a slight improvement, but not much. Okay, so this map here, this benchmark here, there's going to be a similar one somewhere over here. But I want to try to work out exactly. So I'm measuring with my fingers now. I want to measure the distance from the stream to there. And I want to do the same distance from here to there. So I reckon that it goes to about there. So that's the coordinates for my new point. So that's 324,766. Last three digits, 324,766. What I had there. Going back to my memory map, put a point there. 324,766, and there is the coordinates for another benchmark from the 1895 map. So might not be there, you never know. Again, I can go back to the maps. It's quite interesting to go back. Let's go back to look at the map finder. We're looking at this for the 6-inch maps. Let's look at the 25-inch for that map. 1890 something. Again, I'm going to zoom in on that so I can see it in a little bit more detail. And this is the beauty of the 25-inch map. I can see that from that point, the benchmark should be on the southwest side of the track at that point. So when I'm looking for it, I'm going to be checking on the southwest side of the track. Assuming A, that my coordinates are right, B, that the map was georeferenced correctly, C, that the coordinates that I'm looking for when I get out there is actually the same, D, that the track is still in the right place, all sorts of provisos. I don't think I'll probably find that one, but I might do, so I'll still have a look as I'm going for it. Okay, hope that helped. Cheers.